Well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium.
Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be the Eagles taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. In motion right is Smith.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there. And they're able to come up with the first down.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
They'll roll him out right. It's caught on the right side of Smith. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another nice gain. 16 yards there and a first down again.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up first and goal.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding it at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
Second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Barkley again.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown.
Saquon Barkley with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are on the board first here on the road in Tampa.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
To throw, Mayfield. Sliding out of the pocket. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Baker going to give it to Irving.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
And the Buccaneers first down.
Once again, it's Irving.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Taken down behind the line.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he's into the end zone for a 10-yard touchdown. Baker Mayfield. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Buccaneers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Smith in motion right. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
This is Smith with the ground. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
The 22 more yards there and another first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Going to be caught downfield by Dotson.
And right inside the 15 before they drop it. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Touchdown! A.J. Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
Play fake. Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
At the 40-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down.
The Bucs at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Eagles are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
They'll start out on the ground as Saquon Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Getting to it for the loss there, that's Kalijah Cansey. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Hurts.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Marcus Williams getting the sack from the secondary. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
Now back to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you. An interception's the result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond. Not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throwing, Mayfield.
Mayfield showing he can be fleet of foot, picking up the first down.
No shortage of impressive moments for him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
Now Mayfield. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. It's out. It's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Now that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Irvin will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage.
And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Mike Evans from 4 yards out. And the Bucs are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
First and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Here's second and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now 1 yard to go on third down. Throwing is Hurts. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 52 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14.
Buccaneers 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 35. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Well, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's Mayfield. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Jordan Davis able to record his 5th sack of the season. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
35 yards that time on the punt. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
And they're going to motion Dotson to the left.
A first down carry for Barkley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. This is intercepted.
And the Buccaneers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time, looked well for a solid gain.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Hurts sets up to throw it.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Mayfield. And this one is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to fourth. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. Final play of the half, Mayfield. Flushed out right. Airing this one out for Evans. And incomplete on the deep ball. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it'll be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
180! Done!
Mayfield now. He'll buy some time right. Able to locate his running back open downfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Buccaneers, first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Mayfield now from the 50. And he hits him in stride. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Bucky Irving, 49 yards. And the Buccaneers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Escapes the defender.
Jahan Dotson on the return. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They go play action with Hurts. That's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Jalen Carter working his way back behind the line of scrimmage and dropping him for a loss.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Mayfield on play action. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
2nd down and a yard.
Brings up a 2nd down at the Eagles' 26-yard line.
Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little top pass, it goes for good yardage. A little something.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line.
Give that sack to Kobe Dean.
A loss of 2.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Eluding the pressure right. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
This just 32 yards officially from the right hash.
York able to send this one through.
And that'll get the lead down to 5. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 66 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. They'll set up to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TD. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown. And this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
The Bucs summon their offense back onto the field here. They're going to go for 2.
The Bucs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, Martin, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll set up a throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
First down.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Barkley inside handoff. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hurts. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. There he goes again.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 70.
And the Eagles use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Am I just... I went to a shrink to analyze my dreams. She says it's like a that's bringing me down. I went to a... He said my life's a bore. Joke with my wife because it's bringing her down. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Grasping to control, so I better hold on.
to see time is precious. I look at my Cartier out of control. Just like my mind where I'm going. The women, the shorties know nothing but clothes. No stopping at my Pirelli's on. Unlike my jewelry that's always on. I know the storm is coming. My pockets keep telling me it's gonna shower. Call up my homies, it's on and popping the night cause it's meant to be ours. We keep a fadeaway shot cause we ballin' and spittin' up every hour. Look mama, ow, you just like the flowers. Girl, you the truth with all that goody power. You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down, down.
You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down.
From the top of the top, I watch her go down. She got me throwing my money up. Ain't nothing more beautiful to be. It's going down. From the top of the top, I watch her go down. She got me throwing my money up. Ain't nothing more beautiful to be. It's going down. Hey, Charlie must know I'm the man. My money lover like a #1 fan.